And this is where we're going to build our chicken coop. Yesterday we placed the timbers. They are a 4 by 6 by 8 timber. It's pressure treated, and then they are joined at the corners by these metal plates, and then we anchor them into the ground with approximately a 12-inch bolt, and we will build the chicken coop up on top of it. We place the timbers over hardware cloth and chicken wire to make sure that no burrowing creatures can actually get up through it and harm the chickens or steal the eggs. And then we're covering this with approximately 4 inches of dirt. And then we'll build the chicken coop on top of it, and on top of this dirt we'll end up putting straw for the chickens to be able to scratch through and for bedding. We selected a very large chicken coop. It's called the extra large walk-in chicken coop, and it is by Innovation Pet. It is supposed to hold 18 full-size chickens. We will not be putting 18 in here, more than likely just 8. The first thing to do is to open up the box and inventory all of the items to make sure that we have everything to make this build a whole lot easier. So we've unboxed the chicken coop into its many pieces and laid them out on the ground in order to inventory the parts and make sure that we've got all the pieces before we begin assembly. We happened to actually mismeasure for our timbers, so what we decided to do instead of redoing the whole thing was just to add a second or a third timber where the coop actually is going to be sitting and the run will actually be sitting, and then what we'll utilize this extra space for is for growing plants and herbs for the chickens to feed on, so flowers, calendula, things like that. The next step is to assemble and install the nesting boxes. This comes with nesting boxes on both sides, and it's separated into 4 individual nesting boxes. And this is the nesting box assembly once it's put together. Pretty easy instructions, and one of the nice things that I like about this particular coop is it has this little dowel piece that will actually hold up the roof to collect eggs. Our chicken coop at home does not have that. After finishing the side panels, it's time to put on the roof trusses. So the first one is on the back of the coop. Then there's a small thin piece of wood that attaches to the inside of the coop that can be removed for ventilation if you want. And then the middle truss is installed by screwing into the side panels. The next step is to install and secure the roof panels. These come in 4 pieces, and they attached via dowels and screws, so they're pretty easy to get up on the roof and secured. And there you have it. Not 90 minutes, about 2.5 hours work, but it's also very sturdily constructed. And now it'll just take a little caulk and some sealant to make sure that it's completely weatherproof, and our chickens, well, the chickens here on the plot, will have a great home to live in. We're going to be placing our order for the chickens this weekend, so that'll be great.
Please visit our Facebook page and don't forget to subscribe.